Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, and today we're going to be checking out some of the Hawaii related items that were added into this week's update that weren't actually advertised in the update itself. There were actually more items on top of those swimming trunks that were added in Unturned 3.17.17, but they weren't actually advertised because they weren't placed in the item spawns, or perhaps Nelson kind of snuck them in there as even more of a hint about Hawaii and what's to come. These are actually in the game. You can spawn them, but you cannot find them in the regular spawns. Now, I had the intention of creating this video on Saturday, but then like 250,000 subscribers and then the face reveal thing, and so it never ended up getting done. But regardless, it probably would have been a better idea to wait, because about an hour ago, or maybe 2 hours ago, a new achievement was added to Unturned saying welcome to Hawaii. This is obviously an achievement that you get for starting up the Hawaii map. There's always an achievement for starting up a map in Unturned. There's welcome to Russia, welcome to Washington, welcome to yada yada yada, and this is just the next step. Usually Nelson adds these right before the map comes out, so maybe, hopefully, Hawaii will be coming out this Friday. I don't want to put any like 100% certainty on that, but I can say with confidence that Hawaii is coming really soon, probably like within a week or two, judging by that achievement being released. Some of the cool Hawaii related items that were added last Friday are in these 3 crates here. To start is a pretty cool new food item that you can get from the palm trees scattered in around Hawaii. Obviously, this is a coconut. This is the whole coconut. I have them up at the top here, and then you can turn them into split coconut, I would assume, through the crafting menu. I haven't actually tried yet, but crafting, yeah, so all it is just crafting. You can turn a single coconut into 2 halves, and I would assume you'd just be able to eat these. So it goes from 58 to, wow, yeah, that doesn't really do anything at all. So judging by how they don't really do much of anything at all, I would assume that these coconuts are going to be very common. Now, there are kind of 2 ways I'm imagining these are going to be implemented into Hawaii. Either they just spawn on the ground whenever you cut down a palm tree, so it'll drop logs, sticks, and coconuts, or they just spawn around at the bottom of all the palm trees. Now, I would assume it's going to be the first option there, that they just spawn when you cut down palm trees, but nonetheless, it is a new food item that is going to be on Hawaii. Coconuts, very cool. You get a whole one, and you craft it to make it into a split coconut, and you can eat that. Also, fun fact, coconuts were actually a thing in Unturned 2.0. They didn't spawn in any of the spawns, but they were in the game files nonetheless. This is what they look like. I'm not really sure why they weren't added. I suppose, you know, there weren't any palm trees on PEI in Unturned 2.0, but regardless, they were in the game, and it's kind of cool to think about, especially considering that they're now in Unturned 3.0. In the next box, I just have these swim shorts here. You can see all the possible color options: purple, green, black, blue, orange, white, red, yellow. You can obviously see those right there. I'm assuming you'll be able to find those over in the beaches of Hawaii. And then also over here is the new Coast Guard outfit. Now, this is actually especially interesting because the color scheme of Hawaii's Coast Guards actually changed from orange and black, I think is what it used to be, to now red and kind of black. Red and black and reflective material as well. Showing some of the vehicles on the screen right now, you can see the hovercraft and the helicopter, and I think those are the only 2 vehicles that we can see so far. Oh no, and then there's the gunboat. So we have 3 known vehicles in the Coast Guard fleet. I'm sure there's going to be much more than that. But you'll notice that the helicopter is orange and the hovercraft is orange, but the little boat thing is red. That is actually a Coast Guard vehicle. I confirmed it after recording that video several weeks ago. It is actually a Coast Guard vehicle. They are just swapping the color schemes over. So the helicopter and the hovercraft, as seen in the original images, those have actually been swapped over to the red and black color scheme. So Coast Guard is going to be the color scheme that you see on my character right now. That is the outfit, and then the vehicles are going to be matching that as well. Aside from that, I do think it's a very cool uniform with all these buckles that you can see around the front there, the reflective sleeves on the side. Now, I also wonder if it is reflective, those sleeves are. Ah, they are. They actually are. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, those are in the game. These are the usable items that are Hawaii related that were added on Friday but not advertised. Pretty cool stuff. but also there were some more items that were added to the game files that were advertised, though these ones are cosmetics, not in-game items. So currently there's no way to actually put these on your character. Well, you can if you modify the files, but I don't really want to get into that. I can just show you the pictures of them here. These are actually the items that are going to be in the Hawaii mystery box. Now, you guys may remember when Russia first came out, there was a Russia mystery box that was added. It contained a bunch of Russia-related gun skins and cosmetics and things like that that you could purchase a key on the stockpile to support the creators or whatever. Anyway, that was Russia. And now the same thing is going to be done to Hawaii to also support the creators who worked on Hawaii as well. And these are the items inside. There's some super cool stuff in here. I mean, we have two kinds of tiki mask here, one that's angry, one that's happy. These are probably going to be the most rare items available in the Hawaii mystery box. There are also two kinds of Hawaiian shirts, you know, with the flower button-up kind of things, as well as this one that's got sea stars on it. Now, here's an interesting one, a pineapple as a hat. You can put the pineapple on your head and you'll have a pineapple head. I love it. I love it. I'm going to be honest with you. That's going to be awesome, being able to put a pineapple in your head. It's just so dumb. I love it. There are also two kinds of little necklace things that one that are flowers, you know, the common little things that you have around your neck, and then also one, I think it's supposed to be like a rock necklace sort of thing that you can wrap around your neck. There are also two kinds of glasses. Both of them I think are super awesome. One is shutter shades. These are going to be super cool to be like a hipster kind of character, as well as some rose tinted circular glasses ready for a music festival. Those are pretty cool as well. There's also a lei that you can put over your head. There's also a tourist hat, which is basically just a camouflage hat. And lastly, a grass skirt, which is just some shorts with little frail pieces of grass stuck on the bottom. And all of these items are all bundled into this Hawaii mystery box. That's what the box looks like. That is what you'll be able to buy on the Unturned stockpile. Anyway, I think the way the Russia mystery box worked is you basically just bought it on the Unturned stockpile. You didn't need a key to open it, and the money that you used to purchase that went to the creators of the map. So that's what it looked like. You buy it for $1 on the stockpile, and you have a chance of getting all of these items. Anyway, that's basically all of the Hawaii-related items that we know of so far, both cosmetics and in-game items, and then also the fact that that achievement was just added also goes to show even more so that this Hawaii map is coming really soon. I am super hyped for this. Let me know your guys' thoughts on all of these items down below. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish because MeLikeBigBoom is out.